Well, the All-Star races are getting closer and closer, and before we know it, this weekend will be over, and it will be upon us. And so today, these truck drivers are going to be trying to make the moves necessary to get themselves into the All-Star race, and one driver that has done that already is Christian James, who was on the pole in the 16 truck rather. He qualifies into the 2011 Oreo Truck Series All-Star race for this season because of his pole here at Dover for race number 10 of the Oreo Truck Series. We're getting started with the Snickers race weekend, the Snickers 200 getting set to be run here today. Now, before we give you the starting lineup, I'm going to go through how you're able to get into the All-Star race. We will not be, I repeat, not be having a fan vote this year. What we're going to be doing is you get in either by getting a pole this year, by getting a win, by finishing in the top 5, or being in the top 5 in points by the time the All-Star race rolls around, or getting in on one of the 2 transfer spots when the sprint showdown, if you will happen. And we're going to be having that for each one of the series. 2 drivers from each series will transfer in via a race against others that are outside of the All-Star race right then. That's how we're going to do it. So, we got the lineup set up here for today's race, and we'll give you a look at who they are, and then we're going to go through the points, show you who, as of right now, would be in the All-Star race because of where they are in the points, and who will be trying to get in with a good run today into the top 5 in points. So as we mentioned, Christian James is on the pole. Martin Zakala starts to his outside in second. In third will be Adam Rose. Fourth is going to be Timmy Pacioli. In fifth will be Logan Wilson. Sixth will be Daniel Schwab. In seventh is going to be Robert Bann. Eighth, Michael Harvey. Ninth will be Jake Cole. And in 10th, Brian Fleener. In 11th will be Noah Cars. 12th will be Angel D'Souza. In 13th is points leader Adam Chambers. He has a 20-point lead over Michael Harvey. This guy has really been putting together some good, consistent finishes, even though he had that hard luck at Infineon. Then we got Wyatt Johnston, Philip Stiller, Ben Stern, Vincent Marsh, Sean Galligan, Ray Wilson, driving the 52 car this week. Then Kenny McCreary, Mark George, and Nick Eggleston, Doug Shears, and Brittany Poe, Arnold Columbia on the outside of Andrew Gonzalez, then Alex Filter, Patrick Scroggins, Lisa Shears, Matthew Rodriguez, Matt Berg, filling in for the injured Jake Berg. So Matt Berg in the 20 car for quite a while, or in the 20 truck. Steve Marsh to his outside, then Matt Smith, Anthony McCreary, Noel Stiller, Anthony Nodder, Alex Band, James Bald, and John Worry, who just came off his first career NNSCRA Series win in the Snickers Cup Series at Darlington. And he did it in dominant fashion, too, in the Office Depot Chevrolet. Now, if you'll bear with me just a moment, I'm going to go over and get my notebook here to let you know who is in the All-Star race and who isn't. Just a second. I just gotta grab the tablet. Alright, as of right now, these are drivers that are in the All-Star race. They are locked in no matter what, because they've had either a pole or a win. Adam Chambers, our points leader, he is in. Matt Smith is in. Steve Marsh, Martin Zakala, Mark George, Michael Harvey, Robert Bann, Anthony Nodder, Philip Stiller, Kenny McCreary, Lisa Shears, Doug Shears, Timmy Pacioli. They are in because of poles and wins, and now Christian James as well with his pole here today. Now, drivers that do not have a win or a pole so far this year that are in the top 5, only one of them does not have a pole or a win. That is Angel D'Souza, who is 5th in the standings. Right now, she has to hold off other drivers who do not have a pole or win. That would be Jake Berg in 6th, Brian Fleener in 7th, and Alex Filter in 8th. Right now, she has a 8 to 9 point advantage over them, but if she runs into trouble today, she could be out of the top 5 and therefore not make the All-Star race via top 5 in the points. So we're going to be keeping an eye on Angel D'Souza, Brian Fleener, Matt Berg and Alex Filter today. See if who's going to via the top 5 get in to the All-Star race. So Christian James will lead them down. Christian James comes into this race currently 13th in the standings. He's had a bit of tough luck with some races, but he still seems to be the most consistent of any driver in the NNSCRA in all three series. You know, there's Tim Pacioli, last week's winner at Darlington in the Truck Series. He's starting off in the 4th position. He'll look to maybe go 2 for 2. Green flag in the air. We got 20 laps of racing here at Dover. Let's see how they do here today as Christian James leads the way. Adam Rose right up behind him, right on the back bumper. And here he comes to the inside. Adam Rose to the inside filling in. Remember, for the injured Jordan Hester, Hester will return after the All-Star race. Adam Rose would love to be able to race in the All-Star race at the Pigs Creek Super Speedway. And here comes Robert Bann down the inside looking 3 wide. Jake Cole also coming, but it's all by himself. That is Adam Rose. Adam Rose had a fairly good finish in the Truck Series race over at Darlington too, so he's been putting together a string of good finishes. As a matter of fact, right now, he, combined with Jordan Hester's points, are 21st in the standings. They've been hanging around the top 20, doing a pretty good job with consecutive finishes in that number 91. And things are pretty doggone spread out right now. Not sure exactly why everything got so spread out, but it is, as Adam Rose leads. And it looks like Robert Bann is second, Jake Cole in third, but they are starting to run down Adam Rose. Let's take a look and see where Angel D'Souza is running. Remember, she comes in 5th in the standings. Right now, she is up to 10th. Just ahead of her is Brian Fleener. He's one of those drivers who is trying to get into the All-Star race via the top 5 in points. But he's got to get a few more spots or hope that Angel D'Souza runs into trouble. That must mean that Alex Filter is running further back here. Let's see where he's running. 37th on the score chart, and there just ahead of him you see Matt Berg. So those two, if they're going to get in via the top 5 in points, they've got to get going, as they are caught back there in traffic. A lot of traffic too. Closing in for the lead is Robert Bann and Jake Cole. Oh, wow! Jake Cole just turned Robert Bann, and Bann saved it. That was a battle for second, and it almost turned into a battle for dead last, because they would have probably both gone to the garage area, but the 8 and the 36 are able to keep it straight, and now they continue to try and work together to run down leader Adam Rose. We're on lap 7 of 20 already. Adam Rose coming off of turn number 4. He'll come down and hit the stripe. 8 of 20 completed. And Robert Bann and Jake Cole, they are just steadily moving closer and closer. But Jake Cole seems like he wants to get by Robert Bann for that second position. That's a good battle there as they are right behind the leader Adam Rose. Let's look back there as Jake Cole is starting to get a little antsy there, trying to get past that number 8 of Robert Bann. Bann is 16th in the standings, Jake Cole 29th. So Jake Cole, for him, every position could count. Still, they're trying to close in on Adam Rose, and they are doing so. They're about half a car length behind him now. They got through that turn really, really well. And now they're about half a car length off the 91. Now it widens out to about a car length again. Angel D'Souza has planted herself up into the 5th position. So that could mean that Angel D'Souza will get in, being in the top 5 in points. There she is right there, just ahead of Doug Shears and Arnold Columbia. Columbia with a great run here today. He comes in 33rd in the standings. A good run so far for that 34 truck. He's done fairly well in the Snickers Cup Series, picking up a win there. Over in the Mobile One Cup Series, he's 28th in the standings, and not much better here in the Truck Series, but he's looking to try and get back to work. And here's a truck that actually behind him finished an amazing finish at Darlington. We didn't talk about him the whole time, and yet he managed to finish, I believe it was in the top 10. Andrew Gonzalez. Gonzalez actually is 20th in the standings right now, but he's been putting together a pretty good string of finishes. That 54 truck has been very, very fast in the last few days and in the last few weeks. Just behind him, you got Brian Fleener running in 9th. He is one of those 3 drivers trying to knock Angel D'Souza out of that 5th place position. And whoa, D'Souza, just when we said that, she got loose and nearly spun out her 88 truck. That was very close call for Angel D'Souza, who I believe almost went off the nose of Arnold Columbia. I'm not certain, it may have been off the nose of Doug Shears, but that was a great save, and that may keep her into the All-Star race. Angel D'Souza, unbelievable. I cannot believe she made that save. Let's go back up to the front as it's Robert Ban up to the point now. They must have gotten by Adam Rose. Not sure when it happened, but Robert Ban is the leader. Jake Cole directly behind Adam Rose there, and starting to close in is Philip Stiller. Philip Stiller ended up getting a pole at Talladega, so he's already in. Here comes Jake Cole. Oh, contact! Ban in the wall! The leaders spin! Philip Stiller, Robert Ban, Jake Cole! They're all three in it. Oh my goodness, upside down is the 36 car of Jake Cole as everybody tries to get by him. There's Jake Cole. Adam Rose going to take over the lead now. But the caution is undoubtedly out. Angel D'Souza moves up into the second position. Andrew Gonzalez is third. Fourth is Brian Fleener. And fifth, I believe, is Arnold Columbia. That was right up at the front. They went 3 wide for the lead. And let's see what happened. Oh my goodness. 3 of the top 4 running on the racetrack involved in this. Look at this. There's some contact right here between Jake Cole and Robert Ban. Causes both of them to slide up the racetrack. And there you see the run that the 91 of Adam Rose gets to the inside. Ban, however, slides up the track too much and hits the outside wall, then comes back down the racetrack, collects Jake Cole. Philip Stiller, just nowhere to go. He makes some contact there. And then they're going to come down here, and I believe Stiller makes some more contact right there with Jake Cole, and it's just enough to flip the 36 truck over. What a shame. Jake Cole was having such a great run. All these guys were having a great run. Ban was first, Cole was second, and Stiller was fourth before this wreck occurred. And just look at the car just sliding around, sliding down the racetrack on its roof. Undoubtedly, with it being lap 16 of 20, none of these drivers are going to win today's race. What a shame. Well, it looks like they're going to let them have a one-lap shootout here to decide it at Dover. Robert Ban, who was caught up in that wreck, he apparently crossed the start-finish line in second, returns to the racetrack, and he's still in the second position. He didn't even come down pit road, so he still is in second place behind Adam Rose. However, Philip Stiller has taken his race car back to the garage area, comes in fourth in the point standings. That's going to be a hard hit for him. And Jake Cole, he has returned to the racetrack in the 36 truck, even though he flipped over, but he is one lap down, and I believe he's gone back down pit road again. So obviously a tough break for Jake Cole in the 36. But right now it's going to be Adam Rose, Robert Ban, Angel D'Souza, then it will be Andrew Gonzalez, Brian Fleener, Arnold Columbia, Lisa Shears, Doug Shears, Sean Galligan, and Vincent Marsh, the top 10 to decide it all here at Dover. We mentioned Adam Rose. He's going to have to hand that ride back over to Jordan Hester after the All-Star break. Green flag back in the air. He'd love to be able to race that truck in the All-Star race. But Robert Ban's closing in. So is Angel D'Souza. But wow, what a start off for Adam Rose. He's out in front by about a car length. He has to just hold on for 2 more corners now. Adam Rose in the 91 truck. That was the start he needed, and he's going to get it off of turn 4. Adam Rose, folks, is going to the All-Star race as he wins here in the Snickers 200 at Dover.